Okay, this month we're going to be doing the kind of silk reeling that Jerry and I have put together. I have to admit, mostly Jerry, but what we've done is we've based this on our practical experience, and we've got some very good results with it. So this idea of this silk reeling, it can be done also just as a sort of a cheat code, if you like. And so without further ado, what I'm going to do is demonstrate it for a minute. So if we start in the usual thing with the feet apart and the knees bent, and we begin with the hands. You can bring with the hands to the side, or you can bring them out like holding a ball type shape. And we want to turn just slowly to the side. Point your fingers upwards. Bring the body up. Bring the hands up. You're going to spread the hands. Bring them across. Point the fingertips down, and then from the elbow drop as your body drops, bring them down. Turning the hands out again. Turning the hip and rotating the forearm. And then we just go again. Okay, and of course you can just very quickly, of course you can do this in the opposite direction as well. And we highly advise that you do that just to get equal training on both sides. Good. And if you do a lot of that, you're going to get a nice Qigong energy type of development out of it. What I want to do next is I'm going to bring someone in, and I'm going to just demonstrate how you can turn that into a practical application. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring my brother in, who's visiting from England at the moment. He's going to come over, and we're just going to show you a little bit of a practical application of how you can turn that into a sort of self-defense Tai Chi. But again, it's done very statically. It's just to give you an idea of how you can work that in a static kind of way, and you can build on that and put your own footwork in, this kind of thing. So what Graham's going to do is make kind of a strong fist. So this would represent, you know, a strong, it's static, but it represents a strong force that we have to lever, because that's what we're really looking at here. And in fact, I'm going to get Graham just for the first one, just to steady this arm. And normally, if I want to lift this, and Graham gives me some resistance, if I'm just trying to lift classically with this kind of posture, it's actually quite difficult. So, going back to our little set, what you want to be doing is turning, coming up with the hand, and then the secret here is in the wrist, levering that up. Okay, so it's quite strong. Make it quite strong, Graham. All right, so you come up and you can lever up. All right, and it has this effect. Why are we doing this statically? It just gives you a strong representation of force. If Graham comes in and just does a kind of a punch, you'll find it's actually easier and it deflects. So it's actually easier to do when the opponent's moving. And of course, as I said, you can put your own footwork on it and that kind of stuff. So, like this, okay? So we're going to move on from just that basic one where it's coming up to the next movement, okay? And again, I'm going to ask Graham to kind of brace that and make it strong. So we've done a lever up. The next thing, again, using my wrist, we did this kind of open, which does this turning of the body. What we're actually going to do here is put the both of them together. Okay, just show you that again. Put the both of them together, which can lead into different applications. Okay, and you can do footwork and everything like this. Okay, once I've got it here, that's Graham just to lever. This time he's going to make it strong from below the arm. And the object for the next movement is to bring the arm down. So we've got across and we levered in. So the next movement would be to kind of wrap my hand, fingers down, and Graham be strong, and I'll pull it down. Okay, again, the secret of the lever here is in the wrist and the elbow. So I'm going to pull it down. And again, this drops his body like this. So if I ask Graham to punch, we would do a whole sequence on that, okay? So you can, again, lead it into many different things. Putting in the footwork, okay? Yeah. Put in the footwork and everything as you need it. So that leaves us the last one, which we're just going to do in isolation. Just to show you, for using the camera, Graham puts this hand out. Again, make it strong. So typically this would be a low punch, could be a low kick, but it's kind of belly line or whatever. So what we've done is come down. The last part of the thing is we're kind of opening up that elbow again. We want to take this, deflect this target away from us, so Graham makes it strong. What I've got to do is shifting my balance, again pointing with my fingers. As I make contact, I'm going to rotate the forearm, so that's where we get this kind of show. So again, as that's coming in, a strong punch could be a punch this way, doesn't really matter. Okay, just making a strong lever. So as I connect, I'm going to bring that in. Of course, we don't know where we're going to connect. It could be here. So you're bringing that hand across, connect. Okay, and again, you can add in whatever footwork is appropriate. It can be a backward step. Sorry, did you come in, Graham? It can be a backward step to give you safety as well. It's whatever option you feel is open to you. Okay, thank you.